Welcome to the KIMI KATO Show, my favorite time of week. It's that time again. I'm KIMI's co-host, Jeremiah. This is the hottest show and rapidly becoming the hottest show in Japan and the US. I wanted to congratulate KIMI because you're number one this week, my friend, for your show last week with Eugene Nomura from Tokyo Vice. Congratulations.
Well, that's amazing news. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, all the listeners, for actually listening to the show. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm sure Eugene also appreciates that he's number one podcast.
Yeah, it's only been up 3 days. I
yeah.
have a feeling it's going to keep growing and growing. It's been pegged at the top on all the podcast sites. That's over
Amazing.
20 sites. Okay, so each week on this show, if you guys are just tuning in and you haven't been here before, welcome. We're so happy to have you. Every week, Kimmy and I highlight all the coolest things in Japanese culture. I'm kind of like a passenger on this journey, and Kimmy invited me along, and I'm so honored. I have such an interest in the culture and the music and everything. So he takes me behind the curtain, introducing me to actors, chefs, restaurateurs, fashion icons, pop culture, celebrities, and his friends in the music business. So
All
again,
right.
if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. A very, very warm welcome to you. So Kimmy, what's happening, man? What are you hot on this week? What do you got on your list?
Yeah, so always music, but you know, the show's about bridging Japanese culture, music, entertainment, sports, anything to do with Japan that's relatable to the listeners in the US and globally. Um, I want to be able to explain that in such a way that you find it interesting and it's an opportunity to open another door that you've never even thought about going into. And this week, because I am always in the music industry and love music, listening to music every day, um, I wanted to just go into that musical door, open up another door for you, Jeremiah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you don't mind, I'm sorry I hope I didn't cut you off there, but you have opened a musical door to me in another, like a parallel universe, a whole new universe of music that I love. And we were just talking off air
Yeah.
that I all day long, I prepare for the shows and I get the
Mhm.
soundtracks ready and all that kind of thing. And you send me the music that we're going to be listening to and the artists that we're featuring today. And um, I could not, I was like, why have I not heard this music? Why have I not heard of these different groups? Why have I not heard of our special guest? I'm not going to give away his name yet. Why, but that's the great thing about the Kimi Kato show, right? That you are bringing not only to me but to the world. You're exposing and shining a spotlight on artists. I mean, where else can they get a full hour just hanging out on radio and playing over 12, 15 minutes of music? It's pretty cool. And so thanks, Kimmy. So happy
Of
to be
course,
a part of
anytime.
this.
And today, so we have someone amazing. I hope you've heard of him. If not, you will. And I hope you do listen to his music a lot more, because I guarantee it will eat you. You love it. He's a musician, songwriter, producer. He actually lives in LA. He's Japanese, but I will assure you, he is one of the coolest and the meanest, the ghettoest bassist I have ever met from Japan. He's known as the bass samurai. He's called Yuki Hayashi.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness.
Yuki, Yuki's on the
I've
air.
never heard that.
All righty.
I love it,
Look at
Kini-san.
your hairstyle. I love it.
Oh my God.
You
You're
know,
so kind.
the first
Everybody.
time I ever met him, it was actually with Sugizo. Sugizo introduced me to Yuki,
Yep.
and we actually went to see you two together, didn't we?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
went to Las
nice.
Vegas together. You guys have
Yeah.
had the conversation, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
Right?
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
You
did.
and you mentioned. I was wondering if Yuki was the one of the passengers on that road trip.
Well,
So,
he actually,
Yeah,
you know,
I was there.
you were telling me you had a hot young bassist with you in the car, right? And so I was
exactly.
wondering
There
today,
you
yeah.
go. There you go. So, you know, Sugizo told me this is one of the most amazing bassists, the coolest actually, the grooviest bassist Sugizo has ever met.
It's honor.
And
Oh my God.
and he absolutely admires, aspires. You know, I mean, we're talking about Sugizo, right? He's one of the top guitarists of top bands of in Japan, and he is saying, no, this guy is the guy. If you want to hear bass, this is like you don't get any groovier than this. Anyways, yeah. So I
I
wanted
love you, Kim.
Are you embarrassed yet?
Oh yeah.
All love,
This
all
is
love.
the whole point of having our guests on the show is to completely and utterly embarrass them on air.
I don't have to talk. Maybe I don't know. I just want to play bass, but you know. Anyways, yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you so
maybe
much.
Thanks, sir.
instead
Thanks
of
for your
instead of
music.
yeah, instead of babbling on with his profile, why don't we get Yuki to play a short note? Yo,
Yeah.
that is what I call freestyle. How's that? I mean, look at that. So I know. Anyways, so before I go into talking, having Yuki to talk about his music, just going to embarrass him a little bit more. Yuki, I'm just going to introduce you quickly. Sit back.
No problem. Yeah.
Be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But Yuki
There you
Hayashi
go.
was born.
Bask in your glory.
Yeah.
Bask in your own glory.
I mean, you know, he's played with so many superstars, artists around the world. It's amazing. Anyways, Yuki was born in 1983 in Chiba Prefecture in Japan. He debuted from a major label in 2005, but then quit the band to become a studio musician in Tokyo from 2006 to 2012. He collaborated with artists such as Kei Yohito Teruoka from Jun Sky Walkers, Nokko, Toshinobu Kubota, Yuki Koyanagi, Kana Uemura. These are artists that most of the Japanese, it's a household name. Everybody knows these people. Anyways, he participated in recordings, live performances, tour of various artists. Then he relocated to Los Angeles in October 2012. This is where he's really kind of blows up into the global music scene. He becomes a regular bassist for Super Soul Monday, the most popular music event in LA. He's also currently involved with the horn section, Regiment Horns, known for Justin Timberlake, Beyoncé, and Stanley Randolph, the drummer of Stevie Wonder. Yuki has collaborated with John Mayer, Thundercat, And in all these events, he formed his band named Loud as Funk with Reggie Johnson, the exclusive drummer for Babyface, and Dominique Xavier Taplin, the current keyboardist for TOTO. He held weekly jam sessions from 2012 to 2020 on Sundays, which became a notable music spot, attracting top players worldwide. He has contributed to albums by Detroit-born singer-songwriter Jameson, JMSN, including It Is in 2016, Whatever Makes You Happy in 2017, Heals Me, and the latest release, Soft Spot. Yuki has toured with Jameson in America, Europe, including Poland's Opener Festival and the UK Glastonbury Festival in 2017, as well as the Asia tour. Yuki then joined Mateus Asato, one of the most promising young guitarists from his 2019 performances in Austria and Asia. Since 2017, he's also started doing workshops, helping young talent, collaborating with Studio Noah, talking about connecting Japanese music scene and LA music scene in Japan and international, like bridging the musicianship from Japan to global to Japan, and worked with a famous Japanese band called Sachmos. And he has began expanding Louder as Funk, getting that noise in Japan as well. But he also has another project, the new project called Japanda, which we'll be talking about further today. But anyways, so Yuki, what the hell are you doing in LA?
What the hell, right?
What made you come to LA?
Great point. That's a really great point. Why? You said, thanks for reading. Thanks for, introduce me as there's so many details. Actually, yeah, I was working in Japan, like a Tokyo music scene, like for 10 years, when I was 20, maybe 23 to, oh, no, yeah, 22, like 29, almost 9 years. And, yeah, I played with, like biggest artist in Japan, but, I don't know. I just want to be better player. That's it. Just and at the time, I don't know. There wasn't any like a YouTube at the time. And at the age of 20, maybe 27, finally, the YouTube developing, right? And I saw a lot of, gospel player in LA, like a super underground, like a rap scene, like a hip hop scene, everything. And I was super excited about it. And yeah. So anyways, I was, of course, I was very rough on the bass, I really didn't play like really well. But I just wanna make myself more, the better version of me. Always that's my focus. I don't know, younger people right now, people focus on the money, people focus on the fame. I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care fame and money stuff. That's always my standard right now, even now. So and my education still going on right now, still, and yeah, that's my thing. But I wasn't enough, and I just and and at the time, 2012, the tsunami was happening.
Yes, that
So
was
and that was
big, massive
yeah,
earthquake in
yeah,
Japan.
and that happened. I changed my mind. I gotta, you know, uh, yeah, I gotta be refreshed. All my gigs is gone. Like after the pandemic. So yeah,
Right.
I just want to be fresh.
So it was after the massive northeastern earthquake that happened in 2012.
Yeah, yeah.
was that the deciding factor of you moving to LA, you think?
Yeah, and yeah, I just want to develop myself.
Mm.
Yeah. That's the main thing.
Right.
That's the main thing.
I suppose it kind of opened you up a new perception in life where, you know, when you see something catastrophic happen in Japan and right in front, almost right in front of you. I was in Tokyo at that time, but luckily Tokyo was okay. It wasn't as bad as where it hit in the northern area.
Right.
But yeah, I think it was an eye opener for a lot of people. Kind of made you think about what's important in life. And
Right.
yeah, I think Yuki at that time kind of
So
got to realize
moving to LA was almost like a rebirth, that it sounds like musically.
Right.
Of course, I couldn't make money with the music at the time. It was really hard, and you know, I think younger people right now is always like struggling with those, you know, you have to have a, like, you know, 9 to 5 job or stuff like that. But you know, my point is, what is a success? So you know, I wasn't focused, you know, I gotta, you know, look at me. I gotta be more like, you know, hey, this is my business card. Hey, can call me or what? I'm not greedy guy. You know, I don't know. I'm chill guy. I'm super chill. I'm super laid back person. You know,
if you ever see him on stage, I'm sure you'll realize how chill guy this guy is. Or when you ever meet him, he's the most chillest guy. Absolutely.
And I'm not talkative guy, so you know, I'm not like I don't know.
Your music speaks for you, right?
Exactly.
But thank you though. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well said, Jeremiah. So what made you start playing the bass?
When did I say
what made you start? Did you play any other instruments?
Yes, my first instrument was a guitar. But after that, actually so that's another point too. I was kind of like a musical in my head, like, you know, I was always like chasing notes of like a bass note. I don't know why. People are usually like, you know, listen to pop song. You guys, you know, you guys wanna, like, you know, sing. You guys wanna sing. But I don't know why I'm always chasing the note of a bass. So my first instrument was a guitar, but you know, I wasn't feel right. I need more like a low end. So you know, next year, that was maybe junior high school, maybe at the age of maybe 14 years old. So yeah.
You know, I'm actually quite embarrassed to even say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So I've also played the bass, right?
Yeah, you told me about
but not professionally.
I
actually so I was like, and I never really thought, you know, I'm nowhere near Yuki, right? I'm a baby. I'm almost like, so I can't even compare. Anyways, but I just thought, wow, I felt exactly the same. That was why I started playing the bass, because I love the bass. When I hear a song, I always listen to the bass line.
Right.
So I always focus on the bass line rather than anything else. So I hardly remember the lyrics, but I always remember the bass line.
Right.
And how that bass line fit in with that song. Even if there's a slight difference. So say, for instance, there's first chorus, second chorus. If the bass change, I will know that. I will know exactly how the rhythm that the basis had changed, or the melody. And I've always been fascinated with the bass, and I'm so happy to hear that from you, because that was why I started bass. Unfortunately, I didn't continue to become a professional bassist, but that's probably why I completely admire Yuki.
There's a no border, right? There's a no border of like a professional, you know.
It's never too late to keep going.
Oh yeah.
You guys got to jam out. Hey, let's take a real quick break, and we're going to show you another great example by our special guest today, Yuki LINN Hayashi. This is a jam. So turn it up wherever you're at. Turn up your headphones, turn up your stereo, turn up your car radio. This is Friday. Friday radio edit version by Loud as Funk band Yuki LINN Hayashi. It's our special guest today. We'll be right back. But before we let you go, if you can remember this, I want you to go to Instagram and follow him and keep up with everything he's doing at LINBoy 363636. And I'm going to spell it for you. LINBoy. And you know how to spell 363636. So that's on Instagram at LINBoy 363636. Go and also subscribe to Loud as Funk. When you hear this song, you're gonna be hooked on Instagram at Loud as Funk Band _.
Friday.
Yeah, we got one more. Don't go anywhere at we_r_Japanda, and we're going to talk about that coming up here at the end. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy the music, and we'll catch you on the other side. Don't go anywhere.